The moment you've been waiting for, the AMA. Yes, we're here. We're here. Welcome. My name is Adam Shelton, the captain here on this beautiful project. We were just talking about reflections, tokenomics, and partnerships. We have 70 people in the chat already. And don't forget, hit the like button. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this out to people that you know that wants to learn about this project. Now, I'll have here the great Ken, the project manager, and Islam? Islam? Yes,
Yes, this
we're
one.
here. Oh, yes, we're here to talk about this. Now, Ken, can you tell me more about you and this project? 'Cause we have people here that want to know a little bit more about this project, and then we're going to go into the partnerships.
Yes, absolutely. So, good morning, everyone. My name's Ken. I'm the project manager. SAJA was created by our team as a charity token. And, we created this project to create a safe and stable environment for our investors, while at the same time benefiting wildlife and specifically lions in general. That's what our project's about. SAJA means lion in Korean, and we're here to support the lion. So we've been working with some big organizations, big charities. One in particular is called the WCN, and that's the parent organization for the Lion Recovery Fund. They're tied in with big names such as the DiCaprio Foundation, and they work with Disney as well. And now SAJA. And as our project grows, we're gonna increase our contributions to this charity to help the lions and tie everything back into the mission as a charity token, of course, and create utility for real use in the real world.
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to go ahead and show the audience what you're talking about. Is this exactly what you're talking about, the donation and the
Yeah,
partnership?
absolutely. So we completed a $10,000 donation. The remainder of the contributions was sent from SAJA to the WCN as of last night. $10,000 means that we have an official partnership with the WCN, and we'll be moving forward to align the interests and benefit both of our organizations. And I think it's going to be huge because we're going to get a lot of visibility, and we're going to be able to differentiate our project because we're actually doing something and using real world use case by actually giving money back and helping what our project is intended to help.
That's remarkable. I love projects and people and company that gives back. And this is really legit. Strength, leadership, and loyalty. And you even have, is Disney there? Did I see Disney? I see Disney at the bottom of this as well. So Save the Lions on their behalf. But this is not your only partnership. You also have another one as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the other partnerships that we've been working on for marketing and visibility. A lot of people always ask us for what we're doing for marketing. We try to do things outside of the box. We're constantly developing, constantly working behind the scenes. Islam, our dev, is doing the back end stuff. Myself and Brandon, we handle the marketing. Yesterday, we were able to partner up officially with Alton Howard. He's a small sports celebrity. He's intending to enter the NFL. We're working on some other partnerships, ambassadorships with other sports celebrities, as well as TV personality as well. We're in talks with a couple of those people, and we're going to make this very exciting. And these people, they supported our project even before we went into the partnership. They were owners of our token, and they've seen our project. They like what we stand for. They like the fact that we're actually a charity token, and we actually deliver on what we promised.
I like that, man. I like that. And you talked a little bit more on the technical side of the project. And can we talk more about that as well? 'Cause I think people want to know about the technical side as well.
Technical side, like, can you specify?
Yeah, so some people wanted to know exactly. Someone asked before about the 13% reflections. I guess I would say this more about the tokenomic version of this, because I've been seeing this. People have been DMing me about the 13% reflections. Can we talk a little bit more about that? Because I think people want to be real clear exactly what that means.
Absolutely. I mean, the 13% reflections is unique to our project. There's no other project in this space that gives massive 13% reflections. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with how reflections work, but it's based on every buy, sell, or transfer transaction in the smart contract. And it's 13% divided within the pool of holders for every buy and sell contract. Initially, we started with a 2% going to charity and 1% going to the marketing, but then the marketing, the burn wallet, as well as the charity wallet was getting the 13%. So we reduced that and we reduced the taxation to make it better for the investors and give the whole 13% redistribution to the investors only. And currently, the marketing and the charity wallet doesn't get the 13% reflection because there's tons of tokens in there. The burn wallet continues to get the 13% reflection, be part of the 13% reflection, which means we're burning a lot on a daily basis because the burn wallet is the biggest wallet and the 13% is distributed according to the size of the holding. So the burn wallet is burning a ton of tokens on a daily basis based on the volume of buys and sells. We started with a 36% burn at launch, and we're currently almost at 43% burn in a little over a month. That's almost 7% burn in a little over a month, and that's incredible.
Oh my God, that is incredible. Goodness. Oh my goodness. Ain't too many projects like that. Not those numbers. Oh my goodness. And how long this project been on? Because someone asked about it. What was the first day of launch?
So the first day was October 3rd, which I remember it was a Sunday. And it was a very exciting Sunday.
Wow, it's a very early project, 13% burned. They got the holders count has grown since then. It's 2,900 here, but it actually is more than that right now. Someone also asked about this. They said, what is SAJA's plan to bring on ambassadors for marketing?
Right. Absolutely. You know, we're speaking with several ambassadors. Of course, the first one is Alton Howard. You know, he's a sports celebrity. Brandon, one of our team members, he has a lot of connections to sports celebrities, particularly NFL players. So we're in talks with several of NFL players to become ambassadors. And I think that's something unique because none of these projects have sports celebrities to be ambassadors. And even though they're not directly related to the crypto space, I think that's actually good to diversify into other spaces because that brings visibility from all around. And we're trying to hit the market from all angles by doing that. Again, speaking of ambassadors, there's another one that we're working on. We're coming to terms with. So it's not going to be publicly announced at this point, but he's not a sports celebrity, but he's a TV celebrity. Wow. Everyone's going to know if we mention the name, which will be announced in the near future. So we got exciting things with the ambassadorship, very exciting things. And we're working on several angles at one time. It's not just going to be one ambassador. We want to really drive the message of what our project is about. It's a charity token, giving back, helping the Lions. On top of it, we're actually considering partnering up with other influencers that have channels on YouTube or Instagram that are about helping the Lion. So also looking into that as well. So we're trying to hit it from every angle, from organizations or people that actually help the Lions, get some celebrities, sports figures, non-sports celebrities, TV celebrities, and try to hit it from every angle to get the visibility in all marketplaces, not just in the crypto marketplace.
Wow, that's very interesting. Thank you for the super chat, Brown Town. It sounds like a very good plan. I like what you're doing, but getting celebrities involved into it. And I know people want to be able to get this token, but they're probably asking about, okay, I want to get the token. I'm really interested in the project. And this person said, when you're going to list SAJA on exchanges, is there any plan for that? Let me see. He was asking about, are there any plans for exchange listings for SAJA?
Right. That's a very valid question. That's a big concern as yes. So I think there's some kind of echo going on here. But our plans for listing is that we do have plans in the future to list.
Still there?
We are considering some of the bigger exchanges to list in the near future.
Right.
Ken, do you want me to answer that, because I guess you're hearing an echo?
Yeah, I hear the echo, so it's kind of hard to.
All right,
Yeah.
so, I'll speak on your behalf. So as far as the exchanges, at 13%, it's difficult to list. Now, in different exchanges, usually they don't want anything more than 5%. But it is something that we are going to consider and see if there's a way we can, either. So far, everyone loves the 13%. We even discussed it, and no one wants to reduce it. So we left it at 13%. Getting into exchanges is going to be difficult at that rate of taxation. But it is something that we can work on in the near future and find out if there's a way to work around it.
Right, because some people's mentioned like the SATA mask. Is that something that possibly could be an interest
to list?
Yeah, it's
definitely a possibility. It's just like any other exchange out there. I know it's still 13% is still 13%. But we will look for a way to get onto exchanges. But it is a conversation that we will need to have.
Right. Okay. And also, can you tell me about your role in this as well? Can you talk just a little bit about this?
My role, I'm the developer. So I did I launched the contract, and I got to sum it up. Ken and we met in SAJA back in July, where we've discovered it was a scam. And from there, him and I and a few others, including Brandon, we started a token, TCT. And then from there, there's different things that have happened before we got to SAJA. But from there is when I started learning more about the blockchain development, the tokenomics and Solidity. So that's what I started learning more of the blockchain. But I've been a developer for over 20 years now. And right now what I'm working on as far as for SAJA is SAJA Defender, which is basically, so today there's a lot of scam tokens. And nothing is really easy to identify a token, except you having to go to another site to put in the contract address and identify if it's a scam or not. The goal with SAJA Defender, it would be a service, a backend service that can be applied to different wallets like SideMask, MetaMask, Coinbase Wallet, etc., where it will those wallets can use our service to provide information to the client, to their user, if the tokens that they have in their wallet is a possible scam token or possibly a honeypot, so to alert them of potential issues. So and today I have not seen anything like that, and this would be a great service to be added into the different wallets, to provide that extra level of security for the users of different contracts out there.
Yeah, I like the whole thing you talked about, the Defender there, and I'm looking at the roadmap. This is really also growing as well. Are you still in Q4 right now in terms of all your information?
Well, technically, what we were supposed to do is the platform, the framework, that was initially going to be this quarter and get into next quarter. But things have changed. People want SAJA Defender first because of all the scam tokens out there today. So I had to switch gears and switch it over to working on SAJA Defender first instead of working on the other planned development. So get the SAJA Defender first out there, and with it can be part of the platform. But that is the first component, that service that people want to see.
Yeah, the SAJA Defender, I don't think people realize how really powerful this can be. I mean, can you just talk a bit more about that? Because I don't think people understand the magnitude of this SAJA Defender is going to do.
Sure. So right now, let's say you go through Etherscan, and like some people do, they look at Etherscan and they look at the top wallets, and they would see if there's a concern of a possible rug pull, a possible, basically a rug pull, where there's a big wallet that has more tokens than what's in the liquidity pool, and they can easily dump all their tokens and take all of the liquidity. That's one way of a rug pull. Another rug pull would be not having the liquidity locked, where the owner of that liquidity pool can remove it and take everything. And so that's two ways of a rug pull. But the goal with the SAJA Defender, those are two things we would look for. We would look at the top wallets. We would look at the liquidity lock. We would look at the contract. We would look at the renouncement. All these different possibilities, screen scraping from different sources, DEX tools, Etherscan, contract sniffers, or gather as much information about each contract out there. Specifically right now, we're just targeting Ethereum, but get all of that data about the token. And some of that data can be coming from different members, users who identified a contract that could be a potential scam, and they would provide that information to us. So now we have a lot of information about a contract and exposing that as a service. So if someone has that particular contract in their wallet, it could be a red flag. That, let's say, for example, MetaMask would have a new update that connect to our service. They can have like a red flag about this particular token, and it can give them more detailed information about that's coming from us about the token, whether it's a risk of a rug pull, whether the deployer sold from the wallet, anything that can say you're at risk of having this token, or not even a rug pull, but a honeypot, because you've seen out there's different scams where they do airdrops to different wallets, and if you run a transaction on that particular airdrop, it can take all of your money from all of your different tokens. So that would be another thing that we've identified, or people have provided information about these honeypots. We would have that in our data store. So when we identify that type of token in your wallet, then that would be information given to you to say, hey, do not do any action on this, or change your wallet, whatever that information could be relating to that particular honeypot or any other type of scam tokens out there.
Right. This is a good question. Will the defender provide a rug pull risk score to potential investors? Or
that is something in my mind. So my idea is on every type of data point, there should be a scale from like 1 to 5 to, say if this is, how would I put this? A scale 1 to 5, if this particular data point, how high of a risk it is. So if it's, for example, too many wallets with high number of tokens that can do a rug pull, for example, that would be probably like a 5, right? Renouncement of the contract, let's say it's not renounced, that could be more of like a 3. Right. Depending on the severity of what that owner can do to the contract. But that would be the idea. So there will be a score level of all the different data points, and then in the end, we would evaluate it and provide you a risk if it's low, medium, high.
I like that part. And I think, the rug pull and the honeypots, people are so afraid when they get into this. And to have something that specifically that helps this, that's going to put that puts SAJA really in its own category. It's not too many projects really that have something that helps out with this process.
Right, and the blockchain space is still fairly new. It's been out there for a couple of years. Started with Bitcoin over 10 years, but as now people getting into more of the DeFi environment, there isn't much out there today to protect your wallet. Especially everything's public. Every single wallet out there. If someone's tracking it, they know how much money you have, and they'll target your wallet for a honeypot or anything, right? So that we do need something out there to, like an antivirus. You have an antivirus on your computer to protect you from all these different things. Same thing here. We do need to have an anti-scam protection. And that service cannot be just a standalone service. It has to be a service where other wallets can use in order for them to protect their clients.
Sure. Yeah, and I'm looking at the roadmap here. Just about that on Q2 of 2022 seems like that's like the idea of having it to launch.
Right. So the goal is now. There's a lot of back-end work that needs to be done. The screen scraping, setting up all the different data points, the business logic, and just like everyone else, and Ken knows this, we all have day jobs, so we have to work, between our free time to make this happen. But we are working hard to make this happen for everyone. Even if we take different steps, everything does not have to be done all at once, right? So we can do it in stages, get something out there, and then keep building on it. And even if we do it, let's say we have our first launch in January, February, whatever the timeline may be, there's always going to be improvements. There's always going to be new additions, just like any antivirus. Until today, there's new updates in antiviruses because it's always a new type of hack, a new type of security risk out there every single day in technology. And it's the same thing here. We will have like a first edition, first version, and then we'll just keep incrementing as we go. And hopefully the more we build on it, the more secure it becomes, in protecting all of the crypto investors.
Right.
The better, the feature would be for SAJA Defender.
Absolutely. Because I think it's very unique. And someone asked about this. Is it different from BS Check? How is SAJA different from any other projects or actually systems from this one? I mean, is it? Go ahead.
Yeah. So all the different systems right now, and correct me if I'm wrong, you would have to go to a website. You would paste the contract address, and it'll give you the information.
That's correct.
Right. So the difference is, our service is not a service. One of them would be a website, right? A link someone can go to and paste their contract, paste the contract address and get the information that they're looking for. The two differences is this is going to be a service, meaning that it's backend,
wow.
that it connects to the different wallets. So MetaMask, SideMask, Coinbase wallet, whichever wallet that you use as the DeFi wallet. If those wallets include SAJA Defender into their update, into their application, then that means you would automatically be protected because they're using our service directly to give you that information in real time. So let's say you have Coinbase wallet, because I've seen, I know people who, when they get airdrops or type of on Coinbase wallet, it automatically shows up in their wallet. Whereas like MetaMask, you would have to import that contract address to see the tokens for that particular contract. Well, if you get an airdrop, let's say a honeypot, into your wallet and you don't know where that came from, today you might run a transaction, and that's how people lose all of their money. In this case, if SAJA Defender is connected to a Coinbase wallet, where Coinbase wallet is, let's say they worked with us and they included the service into their wallet. Well, and Coinbase wallet checks that new token that you have against our service, and our service tells them, oh, this is a honeypot. And gives them the details. Then you would, let's say, they would show a red flag on that particular token. So that tells you, to stay away from it. Don't do anything with that particular transaction or that particular token. Today, with all the other services out there, they don't do that. You would have to possibly copy the contract address or try to find it, and then try to do these other manual work to identify, if this is a honeypot or not. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't even do that. They just try to run a transaction and then they lose everything, right? So that's the difference between our service and the other ones. Ours is going to connect to all the different wallets, whereas and have the wallets, basically have the wallets come to us, instead of the client trying to identify by using these other services that do not connect to any wallets.
That's very unique. That's very, very unique, and it's more detailed as well, and it's specialized. I mean, it's targeting exactly what the SAJA Defender is going to do. It's almost like it keeps you safe.
That's the goal. Yes.
Wow, man. Oh. Man, how did you come? Like, was this your idea to come up with something like this? Because this is really good.
Yes, that was my idea.
No idea. Like, okay, I'm going to create something that helps with all these rug pulls and all these tokens that's
Yeah.
very questionable.
But at the same time, it was a learning thing, right? Because Ken and I, we're in SAJA, and when we talk to the developers, like when is the white paper, when is CoinGecko and all that, they wouldn't really have an answer, right? And then when we started our token, it was supposed to be around protecting people, and that's the theme about the line, is that the line protects the pride.
Right.
But as far as the tokenomics, or not the tokenomics, but the service idea, this is my idea because of all the different learnings that we went through in the DeFi space. And plus, I have, like I said, I have 20 years in development experience, and I've done a lot of automation type of services. So coming from that background, that's how my mind works. I think of everything as a service, and how we can make this into a service that would protect everyone, instead of just one website that probably a lot of people will not know about, connected to the wallets, and the wallets will do the work for them, for the clients.
This is an interesting question. Will they also add options to delete dusting tokens and shady airdrops?
To delete, haven't looked into that. That could be something probably done down in the future. But also that depends on the wallet itself, because if the wallet allows it to delete, so that would not be under our control. That would be the control of the, let's say Coinbase wallet or MetaMask. If they do the update where if they use our service, and and one of the options is to delete that particular token from their wallet, so that way they don't see it. Just to let you know, anything that's in your wallet cannot be deleted because it's in the blockchain. But from the wallet itself, they can probably hide it. So if a token is discovered to be a scam token or honeypot, the wallet itself would have to have that feature where it hides that particular one from you. Instead of showing you an alert, it can show you an alert, but probably give you an option to hide it, so that way you don't have to think about it. But that would be a wallet update, not a SAJA Defender functionality.
Right. Yeah. I like this. And this anti-whale dump, the tokenomics, are you familiar with this? I think Kim maybe still having some technical difficulties. In terms of the tokenomics, are you familiar with some of the tokenomics that's on here right now?
Yeah, I was part of it.
I just want to remind the audience, just in case they just don't know.
Yeah, so with the anti-dump,
I love it.
what we did is we set a max buy-sell limit. Normally that would have been good at the beginning of launch, so that way people don't get way too many tokens at launch, because when you buy initially, the first buy always gets a lot more tokens than after the next buy. So we added an anti-whale dump. Basically, we set a max transaction amount, number of tokens someone can buy. Now, our price is so high now that wouldn't really matter. But it's good at the beginning of launches where the price is low. So when someone wants to dump, they can only have a certain amount of tokens that they can dump at a time. So I think right now it's set at 5 quads that someone can buy, sell. But to get to 5 quads, it takes a lot of ETH to get there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. This is kind of well thought out as well. I'm just looking down here. That 13%, I just, oh my goodness. That's for all new investors. Is that correct?
It's for everyone. So after you buy, and there's new transactions afterwards, you will see the rewards keep growing, because that 13% on every buy sell, it gets distributed to all the wallets.
Wow. I mean, have you seen any project that has that much things?
No, and actually, in some cases, certain sniffers, like for contract sniffers, for example, they would see it as a high risk because it's well, not high risk, but high taxation. But really, if you think about it long term, if you just buy and hold, and we see continuous transactions, buy and sells, your wallet is going to grow to the point where the price is going to go up, right? And then at the same time, you are increasing in tokens. So even when you sell, you're still going to make money.
Wow. That, and I don't think people really understand that. I don't think people really understand that everything you really just said. And on top of that, 36% burn at launch. How often do you burn exactly? Is there a certain time, week, month, milestone? Still there? Hello. Maybe he just got off a minute. Let's see if Ken is back on.
And afterwards, you'll see your rewards.
I think as Ken is having some difficulties, guys. While he gets back on here, listen, 13% reflections. You also have SAJA defenders coming up, down the pipeline. And I just think it's unbelievable. This is a project. Plus, it's not even just that. It's the charity. Talk about the charity wallet of projects, although that's definitely being underway. And listen, this is something to really, really think about. When I do research, I look at the team itself. I look at the utility. I look at the fact that what problems they're trying to solve and help. And but I like this project, guys. Obviously, he's going to talk more about it as well. I kind of want to go through it. Hey, you're back.
Yeah, sorry, I got disconnected.
Oh, no problem. Yeah. We were just talking about the how often does the burn happens? Does it burn happen on a monthly, weekly, or is it certain times?
It's on every transaction. So because the burn wallet is a holder, it also gets part of that burn. Sorry, the from the 13% distribution. So on every transaction buy sell, there are tokens that are burnt, and you might not see it in Etherscan initially. If you look at the holders and you look at the burn wallet, you're not going to see it because it's not a transfer. It's part of reflections. But if you go into the wallet, you'll see the balance a lot higher than what you see on the holders page. But if we send, let's say, one token to the burn wallet right now as a transfer, it will update the holders page, and you'll see the amount of tokens. It was a couple of weeks ago, but I think we got to 45% burn. I haven't checked it lately, but I'm pretty sure it's much higher now. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
The internet issue.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So
Ken. It's Ken, maybe. Ken?
Yeah, I'm back.
Ken is back,
Can you
ladies
hear
and gentlemen. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had to switch devices because I was doing it on my desktop and it was just going nuts. Too much echo.
No, it's fine. Things have been moving along as we're talking about the process and the tokenomics right now.
Right. Is Islam
burn-
still online or you
Yeah,
dropped?
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been great.
I think the community is requesting that that they want to see your face.
The problem is on my phone, the speaker's not working, and that's why I can't hear. So here, watch. I can show you my face, but then I cannot really hear you.
Just show your face for a little bit to show that you're a real person.
Kenny, because people have been saying, yeah, they have been.
There you go. There you go. You see my face.
See, you see the face?
It's a live YouTube docs.
Yeah.
The SAJA dev.
385 people.
And look, the color of my shirt matches the website.
Oh, someone just said hints.
There you go.
There you get it. There it is. So someone just said, hey guys, do I still get, oh, this is something else, Max. It's not build your trust with potential. Someone asked earlier about the anti-whale dump. What is the process with that?
Oh, okay. The anti-whale dump, I guess, since it's on some video, you can't really speak with a microphone, but I guess the anti-whale dump is the limitation imposed by the tax. It's not like 100% anti, but it's a deterrent for whales to dump because of the taxation. And of course, there's a limitation number of quads, as Izam was speaking about earlier on.
Yeah, we were talking about that really deep in detail about that as well, and he was talking. We were talking more about the 13%, which a lot of people was asking about. And then, you know what? One thing we didn't discuss is the charity wallet as much.
Yeah, we could talk about that. If anyone has any questions or concerns regarding the charity wallet, I could answer those questions.
Yeah, because someone asked about it earlier about the charity wallet and organizational projects.
Right. So we have a designated charity wallet that has tokens that obviously, we need to swap the tokens to turn it into ETH. And we're partnering up with reputable organizations. Again, the WCN, the Wildlife Conservation Network. It's one of the biggest and the most reputable ones. The one thing that SAJA likes about WCN is that 100% of the contributions and the donations go towards the intended purpose. So there's no maintenance charges or any fees that get taken out in between. So it's all going towards helping the lions, conservation of their habitats, helping them survive, helping them become stronger, reproduce, and grow in numbers. So currently, our wallet has enough tokens in there to equal, I would say, about $500,000 in token value. So, that was achieved by putting the 13% reflection on the charity and the marketing wallet early on. And since they already had big holdings, the reflections definitely helped out, and it increased the holdings. And since then, we've taken off the 13% reflections on the marketing and the charity wallet, so we could take the taxation off when we transfer the tokens to other wallets, which we need to do for marketing and charity. And one of the challenges of finding a good organization is doing the due diligence and making sure that the interests are aligned. But not only that, but we have to find organizations that could actually accept crypto as payment, as donations. And WCN is not only one of the most reputable ones and the biggest ones. I mean, you could go on their website. The DiCaprio Foundation is linked in with them. Disney is linked in with them. And now SAJA is linked in with them. We're going to be huge in the future, just like these guys are. That's our intention. And as our project grows, the contributions and the donations and what we could do to really help the Lions, to help these charities that are spreading the donations to other organizations that help the Lions is going to be huge. And that ties all back into our mission of being a charity token.
A charity token. I love the sound of that. And it's such an early project. The fact that I'm just doing even more research on this is that I don't think people really understand where this had the potential of going. Because I feel like there's gonna be other companies that's going to want to partner with this, especially being a charity and doing something for the Lions. And then also on the other side of it, the tokenomics, the other utility factors in the SAJA Defender. And then we didn't even talk about the SAJA Maker yet as well. I mean, it's a lot going on, guys. A lot coming in. This is real. I really like what I'm hearing. And man, what's the next thing for SAJA? If you have to say, what's the next exact thing would you say, Ken?
In terms of marketing and the visibility, of course, more ambassadorship. We're going to get some influential people on board. Ever since we launched SAJA, of course, we've been using the influencers on Twitter, the crypto influencers, but we're branching out and we're trying to get representation into spaces that are non-crypto, get normal people aware and spread the visibility to those people. Of course, Alton Howard, he's our first ambassador. He just, we just partnered up last night. And I think he's going to do a fantastic job. He's going to bring visibility. And, that's where we're headed. We're open to exploring all types of partnerships and opportunities, that gets presented to us in the future. And we're just thinking outside of the box and trying to get exposure into non-crypto spaces and get everyone aware of our project, because I think it's going to be huge. And I think it's for a very, very good purpose. And people feel good about that.
Yeah, I think so. And I love the fact that, he came aboard. I would love to get him on and sometime in the future and let him explain to him exactly what his thoughts and his plans. That I would love to have that. And I think the audience would like to have ambassadors come on here and kind of speak if that's possible. I think that's a good idea if it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely a brilliant idea. And I'm pretty sure that we can make it happen.
Yeah.
That's what ambassadors are about, right? Representing the project, they believe in it.
Yes.
And of course, we want to work with ambassadors that have the same aligned interests with our project, with our community. But the most important thing is that you got to believe in the project.
Yes.
And if you believe in the project, you do anything to support it. So I don't think that will be an issue of, getting the ambassadors on and just to really speak about, their passion and what they're and what they want to do with the project as well, how they want to be involved.
Right. Someone asked before, CoinMarketCap, when would that be addressed?
It's a pain. I'm following up with them, but they haven't really been good about it. So I'm gonna follow up actually with them again today, and hopefully I'll have something by early next week.
Yeah. CoinGecko works for me for now. Absolutely. I actually go to CoinGecko just as much as CoinMarketCap as well. So I know it's a process for CoinMarketCap. It is. They get hammered a lot, I'm sure, on different things. They need to take SAJA seriously, no question. Someone says L Bank listing in the future. I think actually L Bank is actually be a good partnership, actually. So L Bank listings in the future. Got any other questions as we wrap up the AMA? We'll see if we can get them answered.
Yeah, so LBank is one of the listings that's been mentioned many times and recommended. So we're doing the due diligence. LBank, I think it's the BitSmart or Bitmart. Those are the big ones. When we were doing TCT, our previous project, we had experience with a small exchange. It didn't work out well. So we want to take our time, do our due diligence, make sure it's going to benefit our project, our investors, and not just jump into uh, any uh, any centralized exchange just for the sake of listing, because sometimes it could backfire like it did when we're at TCT. So LBank and the Bitmart, I think those are the two that we are considering. Then again, a lot of people are mentioning about SAJA too. SAJA
Yeah.
seems to be a big deal. We've applied for it. My partner Brandon has applied for it. He's in communication. Whether we get on or that, I can't give a 100% answer at this point, but we definitely did apply, and I think we do have the metrics, and we're the type of projects that they would love to list, legit projects on their exchange or their SATA program. But also keep in mind that everything costs money in this space, so we got to make choices, and there's opportunity cost. So SATA, LBank, Bitmart, these are all options that we're considering, and we're continuing to do the due diligence on what's the best option for our project moving forward in the near future.
Someone mentioned, great answer. I love the answer, and it's very true. It is a process, and definitely, I like the fact you said that I just don't want to put my project on any place just to be listed. You really want to do your due diligence. I like that. Love that. Let's see here. All right. Let me see. To the questions. Oh, see, Ken is back.
Yeah, I'm having some issues. Maybe it's like the Wi-Fi or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And also someone asked about any possible copyright issues in the future. Any?
Yeah. So I was actually thinking about that this morning. That copyright. Of course, as our project grows, we want to protect our interests. So we definitely have plans to copyright our brand.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Definitely as it grows. Definitely was SAJA, and the whole utility process. It's just different though. I mean, I love projects that are just different. This is just so different with the charity water, the reflections, the mission, the ambassadors. Man, I'm just excited about it. And
Yeah, absolutely. And these things, they're going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. We're not rushing anything. We're here to stay for the long term. This is a legit project. We're doxed, and we're going to continue to dox even more, like on the live YouTube. I know Islam doxed today. I have thoughts of doxing myself personally, visually on YouTube as well in the near future, probably with you, Adam.
yes, sir.
I might be the first to show my face on your channel.
Yeah.
Brandon's gonna dox fully on YouTube. So, we're taking it step by step, but we have proven to the community that we're legit. We're here to stay. We're working, we're executing on this project, on our strategy, on our marketing. And, people ask questions all the time, but there's always something happening in the back scene, and we're working every day. But we just want to remind the community and our investors that things take time, especially if you don't want to make mistakes. You don't want to have to go back and do it over or have it backfire. So the due diligence is crucial, and it takes time, but we're definitely grinding to make it work as soon as possible.
Love that. Love it. The grinding and the fact that, doxing. Yeah, that'd be great. Yes, live. I'll definitely audience all 363. We'll probably have more people then, even more. But this is a great crowd, guys. 360 people for the first day of SAJA in terms of a live AMA YouTube video. You're getting information in terms of the utility, the mission, the just basically what direction you want to go. I'm excited about that as we wrap this up. Any final words for anyone right now?
From myself, or are you asking the community?
Oh, from yourself. I apologize.
Oh,
From
okay.
yourself.
Yeah. So the final words is that, we're a different project. We're legit.
It is.
We're here for the long term, and our project, everything that we do in our project is going to be tied in and focused into the mission of being a charity token. Of course, our investors are going to make money, but we gotta spread that wealth and help the people or the animals or the wildlife that need our help. And we're going to be giving back and creating real life utility um, through our project. And I think that's the most important thing. Yeah, the SAJA Defender and the SAJA mask and those things, we're going to develop that. Those are going to be exceptional utilities, might be unprecedented in this space, but in terms of the mission of our project, which is giving back, I want that to be unprecedented in this space too, because there's a lot of projects that say they're charity tokens, they give a little bit back, 1%, 2%. They say it so people feel good, but our project is about people feeling good, but we also want to achieve our intended purpose, which is to help the lions. So we're definitely gonna make sure that that happens, and we've taken the first step to create that official partnership with the WCN. We're gonna be getting the logo rights, so we're gonna be sharing social media, so we can put it on all our social media. They're gonna be doing a shout out tweet on their Twitter channel, and as the relationship gets bigger, there's going to be a more involvement. And on top of it, we're also considering other organizations as well too. It's not just the WCN, but of course it takes time to do the due diligence, and any ideas or suggestions that the community has, we're open to it. Any type of organization that helps the lions, that benefits the lions, that helps with the conservation of their habitat, helps them survive, we're open to it. So, this is going to be a long-term project. It's going to be huge. And I hope all of you guys join us in this journey.
Absolutely. Yes. It's definitely a journey. It's definitely an exciting journey on things that's going to help to save the lions, to charity tokens, giving back to the community with the 13%, which is unbelievable. That's, man. With that, and then Save the Lions, and then what the SAJA Defender was Islam was talking about earlier. Oh my goodness, that's really, really special. It is a different type of token, a different project, a different ones. So guys, as we wrap it up, stay tuned for more SAJA videos on this channel, and we'll have more AMAs to discuss what's coming up. And you definitely want to stay tuned. And if you want more information, go to the website, go to their Twitter page, join their Telegram, get involved, learn more about it, and we'll see you on the next video.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you very much, Adam.
No problem. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.